Sorry, another kid interruption. Okay, I forgot what I was saying completely that time. I just got distracted with something else. So, the television thing. When I started to realize this, I started to think, okay, when I first heard that, I thought, okay, maybe that's true. So I started thinking about it, and because I was getting like bent out of shape about the election and about the election being stolen and this, that, and the other, like all things political, because I have an opinion on all things political as well. However, I did. Now I'm beginning to see it's quite literally two wings of the same bird. All roads lead to nowhere. We've basically had a president, we've basically not had a president at all for the last 4 years, and we didn't fall apart. Think about that, guys. No one's gonna save us. We have to save ourselves. So my question for you is, why do they want, and you know it too, I know, all of you know it to be true. The only way for us as Americans to save our country, our families, our freedom, is to take it ourselves. And I'm not saying by brute force, and I'm not saying by weaponry, because everybody wants the same thing. If you really get down to it, we're all basically, for the mass majority of Americans live in a small town just like the one I'm from. I mean, rural America is America. So every small town I've ever been in, every small town around me, we all have the same wants, dreams, desires, and goals. We all just want to fucking live in peace. We want our kids to be happy. We want to be able to pay our bills, have lights on, have the creature comforts of life, and in peace. Not a whole lot. We don't need to be famous, and we don't need to be... It's not all about self. It's whatever God you worship, to worship in peace. Whatever... you like to drink beer in peace, whatever it is, you do you in peace. And not pay $6 a carton of eggs. First of all, did chickens just turn into some sort of friggin' really super expensive, valuable quantity? I mean, not quantity, commodity, wrong word. So, commodity that's changed somehow since ever before? What would make eggs so expensive? The chickens just, is it a cycle because of the moon or some woo-woo bullshit that those chickens just aren't laying eggs? Or maybe they're just giving them too many fucking chemicals and hormones. Maybe they aren't laying as many eggs, but maybe it's because of what they're doing to the chickens. Maybe we just need to stop eating chicken altogether. And eggs. How is it going to change? It's not going to change as long as you're watching the news, which they're telling you a story. How much of all of those stories you've ever... This is my other challenge that I mentioned earlier. Of all of those stories on the news, all that doom and gloom, how do you know it's real? Really, how do you know it's real? How often do you see what they're saying on the news, like see it on the actual news, and then also see it in your actual life in the physical reality right in front of you? No cameras, no social media, actually firsthand. Because in my firsthand reality, it's not all that, it's really uneventful for the most part. Most people mind their own business. There's not a bunch of upheaval, crime, and bullshit. There's no BLM. There's no Antifa, and there's no white supremacists, and there's no KKK, and there's none of that shit. Nope, not any of it. I've never seen it. Never in my whole life, all my years, laid eyes on it with my own eyes. I've seen the TV and the history books and bullshit, tell me a lot of bullshit that I question to be true, and my intuition tells me some of it I know factually is not true. I've seen the Bible, the Bible be misinterpreted I mean, okay, let's be real. Hasn't anybody ever heard of the book, The Art of War? I know anybody that goes to war has. I know anybody that likes to have power over other people has. They've read it thoroughly, and a lot of them live by it. The first thing that they do is divide and conquer. They let you divide yourselves. They're doing that. You say how? By telling you it's a race issue. By telling you that it's a what else? A gender issue. By telling you that people really have a confused determination, a confused sense of all these 8 alphabets and rainbow shit. First of all, the rainbow is a beautiful thing. Come on, guys. Nobody, no gender, no sexuality should claim that. That is fucked up. First of all, rainbows symbolize something from God, our Creator. You figure that out on your own, and you'll know that it has nothing to do with sexuality. Let's be real. Speaking of rainbows, right here behind me. Rainbows are a promise of a brighter tomorrow. So they would want to villainize that, wouldn't they? The powers that be. Oh, evil Dr. Doom. What most of Americans want to think are Democrats or Republicans. Wake up. Have you seen either of those in real life? Either of those divisions? Because see, I come from a family, a long line of what they think. They have always thought they are hardcore Democrats. We are from a small town in western Oklahoma on the Oklahoma-Texas line, and they are farmers. They are not liberals. They are not any of the things that that the TV tells you the Democrats are. They are more like what RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is also running for the Democratic side, for the nominee for President of the United States. And he is a brilliant man, really, truly. But no news channels want to let him be on the air because he's an anti-vaxxer. Yes, kind of, he is. He's actually an environmental lawyer who has spent his career going all over this country talking about how to protect the environment, how big businesses are corrupt because how the government's corrupt because he literally knows who killed his father and his uncle. Robert F. Kennedy Sr. and JFK. He knows it was the CIA. So if we want to talk about good, bad, or indifferent, I'm not saying everybody that's in the CIA is a bad guy, because I couldn't possibly believe that to be true. But the government as a whole, they are not for the people. Let's be real. You get in the system, you never get out of the system. And it's set up that way. And I know firsthand because I have walked in it and out of it. I fucking know. I have so many things to share with you, so many truths, but I won't get into the details of all of them. But my challenge to you is, watch your news, watch your television, and really ask yourself, do you on the inside, the God within you, that pray about it, whatever you do to talk to your God, and ask, or whatever that reality might be, whether it's the news or ask, is this really true? And see what God tells you. You have to ask. Ask and it is given. Ask for clarity. Ask for discernment. Ask for truth and you will see. If you do not ask, it is not given. God gave us all the gift of free will. And He does not step in and save you. That's not how this works. You have to save yourself, and where you start is by asking for help. We all have the same number of angels, and whatever you want to call them, angels, spirit guide, spirit team, God, guardian angels, protectors. We all have the same amount. But if you do not ask, they cannot help. So I challenge you also, whatever prayer is to you, however you ask, whoever you pray to or don't pray to, you don't even have to believe in God. You can be atheist and say, spirit inside, or spirit, show me the truth. Give me discernment. And whatever it is, if you don't believe in, I don't know, if you a book, a tree, it doesn't make a fuck. It's the intention behind it. That's with everything. Where your intentions go, it will grow. And so there's a reason that they want to spread fear and doom and gloom, because that is what they want to create for you. And they want you to think that it's hopeless, because collectively we are powerful. As human beings, we're powerful individually. You do create your own reality. Your thoughts create your own reality. You've heard it. Everybody's heard that. But what they aren't understanding with that is, because they think, oh, well, I think positive and I don't see my reality changing. It's not quite that simple. However, it is quite that simple when you get a mass of people thinking the same thing, questioning the same things, wanting the same things together. It doesn't matter if you believe in dark or light. It doesn't matter if you are a witch or you are a Baptist deacon and you go to prayer group and you're a prayer warrior. You pray every day. When you wake up, you hit your knees. When you go to bed, before you go to bed, you hit your knees. It doesn't matter, because you're a human being. And with being a human being, you have the spark of divinity within you. You are a masterpiece, born that way. You aren't dirty. And you know what? When you pray, whether it be good intent or bad intent, 2 or more gathered, the intention is multiplied. You know, if you're a prayer warrior, you know prayer groups work. You know the power of prayer. And that coven, that dark, whether it's for dark or light, no judgment, dark or light, either way, a circle of 3 is successful every time. And you know that it is, for the same reasons. God is more. It's more than you know. It's better than you know. It's great. It's fantastic. So, I don't know how I'm going to put this video out. I think it's a little long. I think I'll put it out in parts. I'll have to, because my kids came in. But if we would all wake up, we could change the world overnight. If we would all just have a mustard seed of faith, can move a mountain. That's what we're told, right? So just have a mustard seed of faith in what I'm saying, and just broaden your horizons just enough to think maybe, and ask yourself what's true. Ask and it is given. Seek and you will find. That's biblical. Promise. Just try it. Just trust me. I'm not lying to you. Wouldn't lie to you. Not about something like this. I want a better world, and I know you do too. And this is where it starts. I love you. I mean that. I love every single one. I love humanity. I love human beings, because I know that we all want the same things. We all are ultimately, inherently good. I know that because I know the same God that lives in me actually lives in all of you, no matter what you call it. That's just what the secret is here, is they don't want you to know it, because then you'll take your power back. And you might be able to, it might be better than your wildest dreams. What do you have to lose? What could you gain from trusting me? What do you have to lose by not? What do you have to lose by trusting me? By giving it a chance? You only have something to gain. All right. Love you so much. Till next time.